So yesterday was one of my biggest loss on the winning streak, and I just wanna go through step by step on what happened, why did it happen, and what is the emotional phases that I go through. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are on the 1 minute chart right after the news. So once the news came on the non-farm payroll, the breakdown happens right through the 2650, which I expect. Now it's gonna come back and retest that 2650. If not, it's going to slow down. And when it slow down, I'm gonna take out that high, placing a short on it, and we'll see what happened here. So the minute candle came at cannot go past 2647, came down right away. Now I'm not panicking yet. I'm still waiting for the pullbacks to happen, and it did. It pulled back up, almost reaching that 27. I'm selling it at 27 exactly on the next candle, and right here when it actually came down a little bit, I put my stop loss right at entry a little too early. I should have stayed and wait the whole minute. If it SL, then it SL, but I am a little bit too panicky because of the pressure of wanting to be in profit during the news today. Now, when I didn't have this profit, my feeling is I'm feeling left out. I got a good entry on, but I didn't get the money that I wanted it. So I waited for the next entry, and this time I am going to be a little bit more forgiving in my stop loss. I will leave it to go down to almost hitting my target first, then I will put my stop loss maybe 200 points and leaving another 3 to 400 because I believe that it will come down a lot more and going down all the way to 33 2633. That is my support line right here. And when I had this right here, seeing that it cannot go back to reach 47, when it came down here, leaving this two topping tail, I pressed sell right away. Well, that's good because it did came down. And now that it almost reaching my target, I put my stop loss on at entry, and when it came down, it hit it hit my target, but I wanted more. So I didn't put my target on, and I want to leave it gaining at least 4 to 500 points, which is, well, that's the first rules here that I am not playing according to my condition now. Now, it did try to come down, but didn't quite get down here. And when it went up here, I am closing it at 200 point of profit, which is good. It's a good start. So this is a really good start for the morning, and good start for a session at 30. And I'm aiming, if this keep on continuing to go up to maybe 50 or 55, I will sell again because I'm still aiming for it to come down all the way. Now, here's what happened. It go up like I expected, start to slow down at 45, but I didn't sell right here because I expected to go all the way up to 50, then we sell it down. But it dropped. And it dropped without me, and I am too hesitant to actually enter the order when it came down all the way here. So I feel like at this point right here, it came down like I expected. Missed my chance of a really good trade because I entered too early. Sorry, not entered too early. I entered, didn't give a chance for it. I entered here. The stop loss was great. Everything was perfect, but I didn't catch this wave right here, making me missing out on what seems like to be 1,000 points. So when it finally come up again, I know that's gonna be a bounce. And when that's bounce like this, I am aiming for this breakdown, this retest here. because I draw the speed line right here. It break out, it come back for retest. This is gonna be almost like a flip SR right here. What seems to be support now gonna be resistance. So when I see this candle, I'm selling on the next candle. So when I sell it, well, the thing just pop up right away. And that's not something that I am like I should put my stop loss right at 200 point exactly. Well, it 1 minute it already gone 200 point. Right after I click it, it went up right away. And I don't have the guts to actually put a stop loss on it because I missed this chance. I missed this chance. I missed it on the way down here. I wanted more, and this seems like it has a lot of selling pressure. So I'm convinced that at this point, it will come down. It will come down. So I didn't put a stop loss on. And you know what happened when you didn't put a stop loss on? Your stop loss is at your portfolio. You always have a stop loss. You just need aware of it. When you don't put on a stop loss, your stop loss is actually at your portfolio, and that's what happened. And here, when I saw the second time that it punched up, and right at this point, it already is 300 points of stop loss right here. And I'm still convinced because of this. Look at this. This is the height that it cannot break, the resistance that it should bounce from. So I'm still holding. And it did came down. Hey, look, that's another short signal. This looks good. Maybe I'm a little too early. That's fine. I'm just going to hold it because it seems like it will came down. Well, here's what happened. The next one broke everything. Now I am 500 points in losing. So never mind what I just made 200 points here. This is 300 points of loss, where I usually have only 200 points of stop loss. So at this point, I am just trying to control myself not to put in another order, trying to manage risk of this trade as much as possible. And you got to know that this is what I'm doing here is playing on a 1 minute trade. So this whole thought process happened in 4 minutes. And that's the worst part about scalping is that you have to thinking about it second by second. Now, when it actually broke out, my thought process is, okay, well, it still haven't broke this EF tunnel line, so it still looks good. Hey, look at that. That's another short signal right here. So that would have made me money if it did came all the way down. So right now, I'm not adding another trade. I'm not putting on more risk. I'm just trying to get back, and my aim is still at the low of 33 here, or even like at this point, I'm still saying that if it came down again with this huge move breaking 2,000 point here and another 1,000 point here, I'm pretty sure that we can move another 3,000 point coming down. Might take a while, but we will move 3,000 point coming down. And when it does come down here, I'll put on my stop loss at break even. Things will be dandy, basically. And here's what happened. About to came down and go up again. And keep going up. So here is what happened here. At this point, after about 10 minutes, I'm getting nervous because this is higher high, higher low all the way. Looks like it's staying above this speed line here that it was breaking before. Now it's respecting it, and it is about, at this candle, it is about to break the tunnel line. If it does break, because it already break the 2650, which is the psychological line, it breaks it already, and now it's going to break up again. At this point, my mind is getting scrambled. I am getting nervous. I am not being myself. I am just pray that it came down right now. I'm praying because of all this evidence that just supported it that it will go up. And why did I close? Because the losing is too much. I was selling at 43. Right now it is 800 points. It's 800 point of stop loss if I were to be stopped out right here. And so what happened? I look back. It's empty right here. It could go up another 1,000 points. So I would have to minimize my stop loss if it show 1 or 2 more candles that it staying above and not bouncing down from here at 50. It will go up. And that's what happened. Boom, right here. I got stopped out at around 1,000 point and 1,032 points. And I am feeling shock of the money I just made, the 200 points I just made, minus 1,000 points. I am 800 points down. And that's where I should be stopping, because that is my maximum loss for the day. However, when you are in the trade and you didn't have your mindset right, you will be more convinced that the next trade is going to be your winning trade. And when you're convinced that your next trade is going to be a winning trade, you will look for more opportunity for you to be right. Here's the thing. Being right in this market doesn't mean you will make money. Maybe in other professional, maybe. But in this professional, being right does not equal to making money. You may be right, but if you're losing 10 times before you were right, well, yeah, you finally got it right. But of all that money you lost, you're going to be losing money to the market still. So, and that's what happened here. I was convinced that it will came down. That's another short signal there. So I sell again right here at 52. The problem is not the signal, and I'll show you this when I'm going to do it at the end of this clip. So stick around. At the end of this clip, I'll show you that this strategy making me money. However, right here, I'm not making it because of my emotion. Here we are. That's another short signal. I am playing it right here. Well, this looks really good. Oh, wow. It came down really fast. I put a shot on at 52. It came down to 49. This is it. This is it. It's going to cover all my losses plus some more, and I will gain it all back. I just have to stick with it. But I am still in right mind enough to know that it could go up at any time. So I put a stop loss on at break even and wait to see what happened. Well, like I said, the speed line get respected, bounce up, hit my stop loss, and now I am at myself. I'm grinding my teeth. I am angry. I am frustrated. Why did it came down? This speed line shouldn't mean anything because of this drop right here. Why is 50 is such a hard level to bounce off of? When it dropped down 33, it came up to like 26.50 already. It should come down. It should be a wave. All these things will come to your mind. And when you have like one or two, like one big loss, you should stop. 3 stop loss, you should stop. I actually should stop at 2 stop loss even. So right here, this is what happened. And when it stopped out and I see it come down, I was thinking to myself, why did I put a stop loss at break even? I should give it some more room because it will come down like I expected. This speed line could be breaking. It means nothing here, this speed line. But I still can't enter. I need to make sure now because I didn't get a good price. So now I waited for it to, boom, right here, finally close under 26.50. Hey, that's it. This is a break. This is a break I've been waiting for. So when there's a break of 26.49, I place a sell at 26.49, having stop loss at 200 points. I am golden. This is going to come down. This speed line is going to break because it already break the psychological line. and it hit my stop loss in 1 minute. Oh, the heart breaks. Okay, well, I think maybe it I didn't give it enough room. And here, the speed line still respected so far. Oh, look at that. And here, right here, finally break again and bounce it back. Right there. This is it. This is it. It breaks the second time. It break once, okay, bounce back, but it breaking again at 26.50. I'm sure this time we will get it. And to make sure of that, I give it a little bit more room. So I give it 400 points of stop loss. I'm pretty sure it will come down. And to my surprise, it actually did for a while, and then it go up. Now I have 200 points of stop loss. Oh, look at that. That right here. This is the feeling that I was like, I was right. This is everything's respected. It's gonna come down. It breaks the speed line. Everything looks good. It will come down all the way. That's all this short signal. It finally came down under the EF tunnel line. Everything will be good. It will come down like like I expected. Cover all my loss at 1,000 points. Cover all my loss over here as well, and I will gain a little bit more, making a profit. Well, here's what happened. Oh, nope. Boom, right there. Now I am at 200 point loss. What should I do? Hey, I give it 200 point stop loss right here. It's not working out. So let's see if it can break the high here. If it can break the high, I'm gonna give up because it's gonna show me that it finally gonna break out. And it did. So knowing all this doesn't mean that you're gonna make money. Knowing everything doesn't mean you're gonna make money. Because you have all this knowledge and you will most likely get all the reason trying to convince yourself that your decision is right. However, all the decision is wrong since the trade setup. My trade setup, and I'm gonna go back at this. My trade setup is that if there is a break of structure, which in the case of this, I will wait for the pullbacks to happen. And let's say I actually want to wait for it to actually touch the tunnel line before I start to sell. But let's say I shorted right here at the short signal. I would have lost 100 points. That's fine. I mean 200 points. That's fine. I know it only happened in 1 minute, but that's the point that you gotta take the risk on. Now the second short signal came. I didn't took it out because after this short signal doesn't work, I have to wait until it actually touches the tunnel line before I took it again. So wait. There we go. So that touches the tunnel line, and I'll wait for the short signal, which happened right here. Perfect. I placed a short, and when it actually came down, hit halfway, I put a stop loss at break even. This one become risk at 0. Perfect. It's almost reached it. It's 200 points. Put my stop loss at 0, and boom, it's fine. I still out at break even. But so far right here, all the way up here, I'm only losing 200 points. And now when it finally break out, I didn't have a chance to enter another trade until this short signal right here. And when this short signal came, I put my 300 point of profit, 200 point of stop loss, and boom, right here. That's my scalping strategy. I gained 300 points. So if I were to play according to my strategy that I have back tested on, I would have made 100 points today. Here's the lesson. Because I didn't play according to my strategy, according to my plan exactly, I am out 1,000 points because there's always going to be a point where you convince yourself that you're right. Being right doesn't make you money. Being disciplined make you money. And that's what I want to record for today, because this is something that has been basically a barrier on my success for too long. Like, I cannot break it. And this is the point of me doing the winning streak, so you guys can see for yourself the pressure I am under and the thought process I am going through. I want to show you the reality of a person who trying to make this grinding $1,000 to $3,000. It's not always smooth and easy. It's not always doable. I'm not even know if this is gonna be a success or not. But if you stick around, I'm pretty sure you're gonna learn something. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a profitable day. Bye bye.